health department, and back in those days you had to go down in the basement. It was all secretive, and you took the test, and they said, okay, well, we'll call you in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks feels like an eternity to know whether you're HIV positive or not. And fortunately, I wasn't positive. And I said, wow. But in my mind I thought, if not me, then who?
We are here at the Know to Live HIV and AIDS testing event.
Linda taught me so much about what it was like to live in the underbelly of the HIV and AIDS community, where most people don't talk about. And by her coming forward, I just really found her story to be very courageous. So for about 10 years, not every day, but for at least 5 years consistently, I went to her house before I went to my job at the Hartford Courant newspaper, because I went back to my regular reporting job. And she just told me these stories, and I would bring her the paper every morning, and she'd immediately turn to the obituary page, and she would tell me these stories about people that she had been in contact with. And I just thought her story was worth writing a book. After that story ran in the newspaper, it was like 10 pages, and that was like unheard of, right? And then it just haunted me that I hadn't told enough of her story.
It's very important to get tested for HIV because you can transmit the disease to different people without knowing you have it, or you could have got it from somebody else, and then you could live your whole life not knowing until it's too late and you couldn't do anything about it. Today I was walking back to my room after class, and I got asked to go and get tested. I had nothing better to do, so why not come get tested, just to make sure I'm not giving it to anybody else, or that make sure I don't have it.
Well, I serve as the Know to Learn intern, which is a new HIV and AIDS grant that we have here on Savannah State University campus. And the reason we're here is just to educate individuals about HIV, substance abuse, and hepatitis C. Today we have an HIV testing event, which we're just trying to let everyone know to unlock your status, which is one of our mottos that we use for the grant. And also to inform individuals about prevention methods other than condoms and other things that you may think of, which is PEP and PrEP. And our grant is also doing research now on the medication to use to inform the students, not only on this campus, but at Howard University, Tuskegee, and Morgan State.
Linda always had a really good answer when people say, how'd you get it? She'd say, I led a lifestyle that led to it, but does it really matter? Does it really matter how I got it? Because you can't give it back. She lived for 26 years without taking any of the medicine. She knew that people who took that medicine got sick because it was initially, I think, cancer medicine, and it was supposed to kill those cells, cancer cells. So it made, people were miserable on that medicine. And she said, look, I used drugs for 36 years. I'm not using any drugs.
I'm also a certified peer educator here with the Know to Live project.
Why it became my passion. Around the same time, one of my neighbors who lived below me in the brownstone came to live there, and it was very quickly I realized that something wasn't right with him. And he asked me one day to take him to the hospital, and he, immediately they admitted him into ICU. And he said he had a do not resuscitate order because he knew that he was going there to die. And when you look at somebody who's in their mid-30s, who apparently, looks good and had a great job, and I didn't know his sexual orientation, nor did I ask. But he was just my friend. He used to come eat at my table, right? So I ended up having to take care of him through this process because his family didn't honor his do not resuscitate order. And so I know firsthand what it's like to live and die with AIDS. And you know, why I was put in that position to be a witness, I think helps me to tell the story today that I don't want anybody to get it. Yes, it's easier now to get the medicine, but when you go to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's website now, and you find the statistics just here in Georgia, and you go, you know, where are the signs?